When it comes to city views, China has this uncanny ability to surprise and mesmerize all at once. We're talking about skylines that seem to stretch forever, weaving tradition and cutting-edge modernity into a dizzying tapestry of steel and light. Some cities boast architectural marvels that could easily star in sci-fi flicks, while others offer a subtler, almost poetic balance between natural landscapes and urban sprawl. It's a land where ancient pagodas peek from behind gleaming skyscrapers and neon signs frame lush riverbanks. You think you know what a big city looks like, right? New York, Tokyo, I did too. And then I saw this. Suddenly, I felt like I knew nothing. These aren't just pictures from the future, they are real, right now, in China. For a long time, the debate over the world's best skyline felt like a two-way race between Manhattan and Hong Kong. But this century, a new player hasn't just joined the game, it's changing the rules. Mainland China has been building cities so fast and so tall they look like they were ripped straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. Today, we're visiting 5 of the most jaw-dropping. We'll see the icon, the titan of density, and a few that are just flat-out unbelievable. These skylines aren't just buildings, they're statements. They're monuments to speed, ambition, and the future of city living on our planet. So, forget everything you think a city should be. Let's get started. If you're passionate about discovering the world's most incredible destinations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Today's journey will take us from 2,000-year-old walls to towers that touch the sky. Let's dive into our first extraordinary destination. At number 1. Shanghai, the global icon. Our journey begins in Shanghai, the city that has become the face of modern China. The best place to understand its story is the Bund. On one side of the Huangpu River, you have grand, colonial-era buildings, a beautiful echo of the past. And on the other side, you have Pudong, a skyline that was mostly farmland just over 30 years ago. It's like watching the past and the future have a conversation, and the future is definitely shouting louder. The skyline is ruled by 3 giants. First, there's the Jin Mao Tower, a stunning Art Deco-inspired skyscraper that was the original king of Pudong. Next to it, the Shanghai World Financial Center, which everyone calls the bottle opener, thanks to that huge, trapezoidal hole at its peak. And then there's the Titan, the Shanghai Tower. At 632 meters, it's the tallest building in China and the 3rd tallest in the entire world. It twists toward the clouds with a stunning glass design, an engineering masterpiece built to handle the region's powerful typhoons. From its observation deck, the city seems to stretch out forever, a concrete jungle that proves Shanghai's skyline isn't just impressive, it's a living timeline of China's explosive growth, where you can see history transform into the future right before your eyes. At number 2. Hong Kong, the unrivaled titan of density. From the poster child of New China, we head south to the long-reigning, undisputed king of skylines, Hong Kong. This isn't a city of a few, spaced-out giants. This is a city of pure, relentless, overwhelming verticality. Hong Kong has one of the highest counts of skyscrapers in the world, with data suggesting over 550 buildings soaring past the 150-meter mark. What makes Hong Kong's skyline so dramatic is the terrain. The towers aren't on some flat plain, they're literally crammed onto a narrow piece of land, clinging to the mountains that frame the iconic Victoria Harbour. To really get it, you have to take the tram up to Victoria Peak. From up there, the view is almost a physical force. It's a forest of thousands of steel and glass towers, reflected in the harbor below, with the lush green mountains right behind them. It's a stunning clash of nature and human willpower. The skyline plays out on 2 shores. On one side, Hong Kong Island has icons like I.M. Pei's sharp, angular Bank of China Tower. On the other, The Kowloon Peninsula is dominated by the colossal 484-meter International Commerce Center, the tallest building in the city. At night, the whole scene explodes in a synchronized light show, turning the harbor into a symphony of neon. Hong Kong's skyline isn't just dense, it's a vertical ecosystem that has perfected the art of building up in one of the most beautiful natural settings on Earth. At number 3. Shenzhen, the instant megalopolis. Our next stop is a city that truly embodies the phrase, "You won't believe it's real." This is Shenzhen. Just a few decades ago, this was a quiet fishing village. Today, it's a buzzing metropolis of over 17 million people and a world leader in tech and innovation. Its skyline is a direct reflection of that insane, hyperspeed growth. While Hong Kong has a huge number of towers, Shenzhen is the supertall capital, with more buildings over 300 meters than any other city in China. The absolute king of this concrete jungle is the Ping and Finance Center. Standing at a massive 599 meters, this sleek monster is the second tallest building in China and one of the tallest on the planet. Its stainless steel facade tapers to a point, like a giant crystal aimed at the sky. From its observation deck on the 116th floor, you get a dizzying 360-degree view of a city that looks like it's permanently under construction, with new towers popping up in every direction. But Pinyin isn't the only giant in town. The city is packed with a dense cluster of glass and steel towers, a testament to a place built in a single generation. Shenzhen's skyline doesn't have the long history of Shanghai or the natural drama of Hong Kong. Its power is in its bold, unapologetic modernity. It is a portrait of the future, built from scratch, at a pace the world had never seen before. But wait, we've only scratched the surface. Coming up, we'll witness a wall visible from space, explore a city that was literally built for emperors, and discover a modern metropolis that's reshaping the future of urban living. Stay with us. And hey, if you're enjoying this visual journey, show some love by hitting that subscribe and likes button. It really helps us bring you more incredible destinations like these. At number 4. Guangzhou, the river's elegant giants. A quick high-speed train ride brings us to our fourth city, Guangzhou. Historically known as Canton, it's been a major trading hub for centuries, but its modern identity is forged in steel along the Pearl River. If Shenzhen is all about raw, explosive power, Guangzhou's skyline is about elegance, balance, and artistry. The core of its modern skyline is Zhujiang New Town, a master-planned business district that's a marvel of urban design. A huge central park runs down the middle, acting as a green carpet flanked by a stunning lineup of super-tall skyscrapers. This creates an amazing sense of symmetry, especially at night when you see it from across the river, with the towers perfectly reflected in the water. The scene is dominated by the Guangzhou Twin Towers. On one side, the 530-meter Guangzhou CTF Finance Center stands as one of the world's tallest buildings. Its partner, the Guangzhou International Finance Center, rises on the other. Together, they form a gateway to the city's financial heart. Close by, the Guangzhou Opera House, designed by the legendary Zaha Hadid, looks like two smooth pebbles washed up on the riverbank, an artistic touch against the corporate giants. And watching over it all from across the river is the slender, twisting Canton Tower which, at 600 meters tall, acts as the city's exclamation point, bathing the area in a rainbow of light each night. At number 5. Chongqing, the vertical cyberpunk city. We've saved the most mind-bending for last. Welcome to Chongqing, a city so massive and three-dimensional it feels less like a real place and more like a set from Blade Runner. This isn't a city on a flat grid, it's a megacity draped over mountains right where the Yangtze and Jialing rivers smash together. It's a place where you'll find roads on the 10th floor of buildings and subways that run straight through apartment complexes. Chongqing's skyline is all about vertical living on an insane scale, but one structure defines its modern look: Raffles City Chongqing. Designed by architect Moshe Safdie, This complex is an absolute marvel. It has 8 towers with curved facades that look like the sails of old Chinese ships. But the most unbelievable part is what links 4 of them together. Suspended 250 meters in the air is the Crystal, a horizontal skyscraper that stretches approximately 300 meters long across the tops of the towers. It's one of the highest and longest skybridges in the world, a jaw-dropping piece of engineering. Inside this skybridge, you'll find gardens, restaurants, an infinity pool, and a glass-bottomed observation deck with stomach-churning views of the city and rivers below. At night, when the city lights up, reflecting off the 2 rivers, and the crystal glows in the sky, Chongqing fully transforms. It becomes the definition of a cyberpunk metropolis, chaotic, beautiful, and an unforgettable vision of a vertical future that is already here. From the iconic face of Shanghai to the dense forest of towers in Hong Kong, from the instant future of Shenzhen to the elegant symmetry of Guangzhou, and finally, to the mind-altering vertical world of Chongqing. 5 cities, 5 skylines, each telling a different story of ambition, design, and a future being built at unbelievable speed. These aren't just places to visit, they're the new benchmarks for what a city can be. They stretch our imagination and challenge our idea of what's possible. And the wildest part? We've only just scratched the surface. So, what do you think? Which of these skylines completely blew your mind? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this trip into the future of cities, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We've got a lot more unbelievable places to explore together. Thanks for watching.